In this video, we are putting the undisputed UUHP champion, the Continental SportContact 7, against two serious contenders, the Pirelli P Zero PZ5 and the Kumho Ecsta Sport S PS72. As you know, the Continental SportContact 7 has won countless press tests in the last few years. But can Kumho's underdog nature and Pirelli's prestige put out a fight? We are putting these tyres into a head-to-head battle, going through wet, dry, noise and rolling resistance. Stay tuned, because this is just not another tyre test. It's the fight for the throne for the UUHP champion. This is the Continental SportContact 7, a tyre which needs no introduction in the UUHP segment. With countless amount of press test wins dominating wet and dry, this tyre is the absolute dream for UUHP enthusiasts. But right now, with new tyre launches like the Kumho Ecsta Sport S and the Pirelli P Z5, can SportContact 7 still maintain its #1 status? Let's find out. This is the Kumho Ecsta Sport S, one of the most valued tyres in the UUHP segment. This is good performance in wet and dry, while coming in at an incredibly low price point. Can it beat the SportContact 7, especially in its own wet and dry format? Let's find out. Introducing the Pirelli P Zero PZ5, one of the best UHP segment tyres out there in the segment, with wins already shown in this summer. Can this tyre actually beat the SportContact 7? Let's find out. Most wet weather accidents happens because the braking distance is too short. So that's why we are testing wet braking here. The car accelerates from 80 to 0 km/h, and we are trying to find out how different tyres have different wet braking distances. So here you see the car slams the brake all the way down to 0. Yep. The shorter your wet braking distance is, the likelihood of success from avoiding an accident is much higher.
In the wet braking results, the Pirelli P Zero PZ5 needed the longest distance to stop at 38.8 meters. The Kumho Ecsta Sport S PS72 improved to 34.2 meters, a full 4.6 meters shorter and 14% better, while the Continental SportContact 7 delivered the best results at 33.4 meters, 0.8 meters shorter than Kumho, adding another 2% improvement in wet braking performance. When it comes to the wet handling lap time results, the Pirelli P Zero PZ5 was slowest at 84.8 seconds, while the Kumho PS72 improved to 83.1 seconds, 1.7 seconds faster and 2% better. In the end, the Continental SportContact 7 set the fastest time at 81.33 seconds, 1.77 seconds quicker than Kumho, giving it an additional 2% advantage in overall wet pace. When it comes to the subjective wet handling score, the Pirelli P Zero PZ5 scored the lowest at 6 out of 10, lacking steering precision, while the Kumho PS72 improved slightly to 6.3 out of 10, about 4% stronger, while Continental SportContact 7 topped the group at 7 out of 10, 0.7 points higher than Kumho, adding a further 7% improvement in steering feel and wet balance.
Have you ever wondered when you're driving too fast with your sport car during the rainy days and you went through a puddle and you lose control? Right now, we are at the Aquaplaning track to find out which tyre actually dissipates water the fastest. Look at that car over here. He's driving as fast as possible and he's trying to find the point where the tyre slips. And this is where the tyre actually rotates much slower compared to the other tyres. And every tyres have different slipping speed, and we are here to find out which one has the highest.
When it comes to the Aquaplaning results, the Continental SportContact 7 lifted the earliest at 74.7 km/h. The Pirelli P Z5 improved slightly to 74.9 km/h, a 0.2 km/h higher, while the Kumho PS72 held out the longest at 76.4 km/h, 1.5 km/h more than Pirelli, marking an 2% advantage in aquaplaning resistance.
So for sports car, dry braking is all about stopping power. And in this dry braking test, we are looking to find the shortest braking distance for the car, all the way from 100 km/h down to 0. And with shorter braking distances, you get more confidence, more control, and you're able to push the car and the tire within the safety limits.
When it comes to the dry braking results, the Pirelli PZ5 needed 34.1 meter, the longest in the group, while the Kumho PS72 improved to 33.6 meter, 0.5 meter shorter, while the Continental SportContact 7 achieved the best stop at 32.1 meter, 1.5 meters shorter than Kumho, resulting in a 5% improvement in dry braking performance. When it comes to the dry handling lap time, the Kumho PS72 was the slowest at 48.35 seconds, while the Continental SportContact 7 improved slightly to 48.23 seconds, 0.12 seconds faster, while the Pirelli PZ5 delivered the quickest time at 47.68 seconds, 0.55 seconds faster than Continental, adding another 1% advantage in dry lap pace. When it comes to subjective dry handling score, the Kumho PS72 scored 7 out of 10, while the Pirelli PZ5 nudged ahead at 7.1 out of 10, 0.1 points higher, while the Continental SportContact 7 lead comfortably at 7.5 out of 10, 0.4 points above Pirelli, adding another 4% improvement in dry steering feedback and stability.
So how do we measure interior noise? We use an objective dummy head. So you can see here, this is just a dummy, but it has two microphones on the ear. So it has a DG recorder over this side, and actually it measures the noise from the surroundings inside the car as it goes through two different surfaces at two different speeds.
When it comes to interior noise, the Continental SportContact 7 was marginally loudest at 65.7 dB, while the Kumho PS72 followed at 65.6 dB, 0.1 dB quieter, while the Pirelli PZ5 produced the lowest cabin noise at 65.4 dB, 0.2 dB quieter than Kumho, adding another 1% improvement, although all three are extremely close. Coming into the subjective comfort score, the Kumho PS72 offered the highest comfort at 6.5 out of 10, while both the Pirelli PZ5 and Continental SportContact 7 score 6 out of 10, making them 0.5 points worse, equal to a 5% reduction in comfort versus Kumho. When it comes to the rolling resistance score, the Kumho PS72 recorded the highest rolling resistance at 9.66 coefficient value, while the Continental SportContact 7 improved to 9.24, 4% better, while the Pirelli PZ5 delivered the most efficient results at 9.15, adding another 1% improvement in energy consumption. In summary, the Continental SportContact 7 is the clear winner of the test, as it delivers the strongest wet and dry braking, fastest wet handling, and the highest overall grip. Its steering precision and confidence at the limit make it the clear benchmark in the UUHP category. The Kumho Ecsta Sport S PS72 is our highly recommended pick, as it impresses with strong braking, balanced handling, solid comfort, and excellent value in the UUHP segment. A genuinely impressive performer, it proves that a mid-tier tire can challenge the premium rivals and offer excellent value in the UUHP segment. Lastly, we have the Pirelli P Zero PZ5, which was extremely disappointing, failing below expectation with longest braking distance and weakest wet handling performance. While efficient in rolling resistance, it lacked the grip and weak stopping power, making it the most underwhelming tire in this test.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.